Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and YouTubers, fellow traders. Welcome back to the Stock Monger. You are tuning in to one of the most simplistic yet exciting expiries that I've played in a very long time. I'll tell you what happened. Let's dive deep into it right away. So we had drawn the levels at 36 170 175 and the next resistance at 36 275, which is not much of a difference if you take Bank Nifty the way it flows. It opened gap up as I had given in my video, if you remember and you recall, and if you've seen that, very good. It opened gap up, it came back down. Where exactly? This is very crucial. It came back down right to the last swing area. Over there, I always wait for the 15-minute candle to close, and that is when I take the trade based on the support and resistance levels that form. So it came here, it consolidated for some time. This was one level. I was waiting for it. Probably, if it breaks this, we'll see what to do. So I shorted a put over here, thinking that it will zigzag and decay. But what happened is it came a little further down. It knocked me out of the trade. No, not a problem. I knew this was going to swing up because it was well in this area. It was taking support. Now, yes, that would have been my bad luck if it broke down and went down further. So what I did is I ensured it with shorting a call option. So the call option was giving me benefit. Now this stop loss over here that hit me, it didn't make much effect because the call that I shorted at this level 36,300 was decaying quite slow, but it was in a profit. So that is where I re-entered into a put selling. And if you see this level, it took support, went up, retested, and then started moving up to the resistance that I had drawn at 36,175. After that, it just broke out, and it tested the levels of 36,270, and that is when it broke out again, did a retest, a price action, pure price action, and started moving up. So here is where I had closed my call short at cost, no benefit over there, but I took all the profit on the put that I shorted. So let's look at Nifty 50 over here. What happened in Nifty 50? The levels I drew was clear cut, and 1 minute. Yeah, so it opened gap up as I had given, and it came down. It just stayed with that line at 17,100. It just stayed over there for some time, 17,100 to 17,080, and started moving up gradually to the next resistance at 17,180. When it broke that, it did a small price action and started moving up gradually, and that usually around 2:30 is when you would book the trade. Bank Nifty analysis for tomorrow. Let's look at the new levels that we have. Let's go on to a smaller time frame, which I choose for drawing my levels. That is 15 minutes. And yes. Okay, so we faced a resistance at 36,500. That's going to be our first build up. It's going to be a flat opening. I'm expecting an opening between 36,300 and 36,500. And the next resistance we will have to watch out for is 36,600. So this is one level. Let's watch the price action for that. On the lower side, where it took support today before the last swing, was 36,263, and below that a little lower, I would say, at 36,070. So these are your four levels for Bank Nifty tomorrow. Nifty analysis for tomorrow. Let's see here. Okay, we have the time frame set. So there was a rejection at 17,320. Let's draw that as the first resistance, and historically, if you see, yes, this was one spot that we should have seen where the rejection happened at 17,300. So if you had probably shorted a call over here at closing, you would have made good gains. For the gains, just check out 17,200 put call option and see how fast it decayed and lost value. So the next level I would draw for a resistance with price action is at 17,372. On the lower side, let's take this opening rejection at 17,160, and the next level at let's take this bounce right over here at 17,080. So watch out for these levels. And on the equities, in the equities, the big winners that we had today were Godrej Agro and GM Financial, where a good breakout of 10% each at the closing. It went much more than that, but then it settled at 10%. So I usually uh, start trailing my stop loss once it crosses 6 to 7%. I start trailing it at 5%. So these were the winners of today, and we were holding this for quite some time, and I finally managed to average them down as I show in my videos. So these were the equity winners for today. If you'd like to know more, there's a launch coming of my website today. That is the platform where I'll be posting all the trades that I do and which ones that I take. Stay tuned for that information. Till then, happy trading.